Hello friends, welcome to Online Study for You, a complete placement solution for you. So today we are going to discuss a TCS advanced coding question that was asked in 2023 batch recently. So this is the one of the question from recent slot. So I am going to discuss all this question, and if you are new to this channel then do subscribe to this channel because I am going to discuss all the advanced coding question for all the like all slots for 2023 batch. So do hit like button and share with your friends. And if you have any doubt, then do let me know in the comment section. So now let's discuss the question without wasting any time. So first we will read the question, then we will discuss the approach of this question, and then we will discuss the coding solution. Okay, and then we will also discuss the time complexity and the space complexity for this question. So was till the very end. So let's start. So given two binary number in the form of a string. Okay, so given two binary number in the form of a string, find out whether there is a possibility whether this number can be become equal by rearranging their respective zeros and ones. For example, 101 and 011 can be rearranged within themselves to become either 101 or 011. So here the input is given that the first line, that is the length of the input string, the second line is input string 1, and the third line is input string 2. So let's discuss the question in detail and we will reframe this question in a very simpler manner. So let's discuss. So what is our question say? The first thing given is that is the length of the string, length of string. Okay, the second thing is given, that is 101, that is the input string 1, input string 1, and the third thing is given, that is 011, that is input string 2. So what we have to do, we have to check either these both number after arranging this both number. So what we have to do, we have to arrange in such a manner and check after rearranging in every possible way. We have to check that these two number are equal or not. So let's see, after we arrange this number into this. So let's see. Yes, we can arrange this number into this. So after rearranging, as we saw on the screen, that these both number are equal. So what we have to do? We have to return yes. We have to check in every possible way. So we can also convert this number into this number, like 101, and this number and also convert it to 101, and now change this number into this pattern. So like first number we can convert this number into this, and the second number is already into this. So now in both way we can arrange in such a way that both number are equal, and that we can do vice versa. So we can convert first number into second, or either we can convert second number into first. So after choosing or after rearranging all those number in every possible way, we have to simply check if this number are equal, then we have to simply return yes, otherwise no. So now let's take example of no. So what is the no example? So suppose this is the first string and this is the second string. So you can try every possible way, I guarantee that you never come to the conclusion that these both number are equal. Okay, so always for this answer, for this question, the answer is always no. Why? For this input, because you cannot rearrange into such a way that these both number will become equal, or you cannot arrange this number into this number in such a way that these both number are equal. So you cannot convert the number 1 into number 2, and same thing vice versa. So for this number the answer is always no. So now let's discuss our first approach and then we will discuss our second approach. So now let's delete all those things which is not mandatory for this. So just give me 2 minutes or just 2 seconds, wait for 2 seconds just. So now I am going to discuss the first approach. So the first approach that came to my mind, that is 101 and that is 011. So what we will do, first we will sort this both string. So after sorting, like 001 and sorry 011, and the second number is also 011. So after sorting we will check that these both string are equal. If these both string are equal, then we will simply return yes, and if these both string are not equal, we will return no. So what we have to do, that is very simple, we have to sort the array, and the second thing we have to check the condition. Why we will sort the array? Because after sorting we will check that 0 comes in place of 0, 1 comes in place of 1, and this one comes in place of 1. So we have to check that these three number are equal to this three number. So if they are not equal, then the answer is always no. Why? Let's take another example. 101 and 001. Now sort the both array, that is 011 and 001. So now just take these zeros are equal. Now for this here, the given number is 1 and the given number is 0. So now we conclude that after sorting these both number are not equal. This means that this answer is simply no. Why? Because after sorting we conclude that these both number are not equal. So there is no possible way to rearrange all those things. So after sorting we will conclude that the first number 0 will always come in front of second number 0. The first one will always come in front of 1. And the one more condition. What is that? So suppose if the length of this condition, that is if length of this first string is 4 and the length of second string is 3. So in this way I always guarantee that the answer will always be no, because you cannot rearrange this number into such a way that is equal to this number. There is no possible way. So always consider the edge case before writing the code. What is, so if the length of both string are not equal, you cannot rearrange into such a frame that these both number are equal. So I guess what is the time complexity of this first row? First approach, not approach. So we will sort the both string. So order of n log n time plus order of n log n time. Why? Because we are performing sorting two times. Okay. And then we are checking that these both number are equal, that is order of n times. So overall order of n log n, you can say. Okay. So after performing, the time complexity is order of O n log n and the space complexity is order of 1. Because we just have to return boolean thing, that is yes or no. So that will not take any extra space. So hope I will conclude with this first approach. Now let's discuss the second approach. That is very important approach, and that is better approach than this. After that we will discuss the coding things. Okay. So now let's discuss the second approach. So what is second approach? So let's take this example, that is 0, 1, 1 and 1, 0, 1. So what we will do, we will count the number of 1 in the first string. We will count the number of 1, that is number of ones, that is 2, and count the number of 0, that is 1. And let's do the same thing in the second string. Count the number of ones, that is 2, and count the number of zeros. Let's see, that is 1. So if in the first string we will see that both the number of count of ones in the first string and the secondary string is always equal, and we will see the number of zeros in the first string and the second string is also equal. So if all the four are equal, then we conclude that that is always the answer will be yes. Why? Because if both are equal, like if ones and zeros are equal, then we can rearrange in such a way that both the number are equal to each other. Okay, so we can rearrange because the number of ones and the number of zeros are always same in both the string, then we can rearrange, and that is my guarantee. So you can check the permutation and combination, that how you can going to rearrange in such a way that both number are equal. Okay, so we have to conclude only yes or no. We don't have to check how we can rearrange this. We have to give answer only that either we can rearrange or not. Okay, so yes, if both 1 and 2 of one string is equal to the other string, then we can return yes. Okay, and let's take another example, that is 101 and 001. So now let's count the number of ones, so that is equal to 2, and zeros, that is 1. Okay, and in the second string the number of ones is 1 and the number of zeros is 2. So it is my guarantee that you will never rearrange this second string into first string, or you cannot do the same thing, like you cannot convert the first string into second string, because the number of ones and zeros are different. How you are going to rearrange in such a way that both the number are equal? Okay, So this is the conclusion and the answer is no. So this is my second approach. Okay. So let's discuss the time complexity and the space complexity for this question. So time complexity for this question, as we are only counting the number. So we are checking, we are running a loop one times and we are running only one times loop and we will take four variable. Okay. As we are counting, so we will take C1, C2, C3 and C4. So that will count number of ones and zeros in both the string. So that will take only order of n time complexity because we are running a loop only one time. So what is the space complexity? That is order of 1. So we will convert our, that is the brute force approach from n log n to order of n. And that is very obvious. So that comes from brute force to brute better. Okay. So now let's discuss the coding part. Brute better. So now let's discuss the coding part. So hope you will like this approach. And if you have any doubt in this approach, do let me know in the comment section. So now let's discuss the coding part. Okay. So now let's discuss. Just wait for a second. I will open my ID. That is onlinegdb.com. Just wait for a single moment. Okay, so now let's discuss the second code because I'm knowing not going to do the brute force approach. Okay, so that is more time consuming. So this is our example. Define a string and the input is n, s1 and s2. Okay, and pass. So what is our input? That is n is equal to 3 and s1 is equal to, that is 0 1 1 and s2 is equal to 101. Okay, so now we have to perform the given operation. So print string and we have to return the boolean, that's it, comma s2. Okay, so now let's see. So first what I'm going to do, I will take four variable. C1 equal to 0, initializes by 0. C2 is equal to 0. C3 is equal to 0 and C4 is equal to 0. Okay, so now I'm going to run a loop for I. So let's check the edge case. So if length of S1 is not equal to length of S2, that is our edge case. So in that case, we will always return false. Okay. So we will always return false. Now I'm going to run a loop for I in. For I in our given S1. So you can run a loop in any one of the string because both the string are same. So if this condition is false, so now we are going to run a loop and it is always guaranteed that this both string are always same when if this condition fails. Okay. So now let's discuss and run a loop in any string and check if, let's take two variables. Okay, so I'm going to run a loop for I in S1 and count the number of zeros and ones. Okay, okay. So you can also do the while loop things. So while I is equal to 0 and j is equal to 0. Simple. So we can run our loop in a single pass while I is less than length of S1. That's it. And now we will count the number of zeros and 1. So if our given S1, if our given I, if our given S1 of I is equal to 0, we will increase the value of C1 plus equal to 1. Okay. So now if S1 of I is equal to 1, then we will simply C2 plus is equal to 1. Sorry. And now after that, do the same thing for the second loop. Just wait, I'm going to write all those things. So if S2 and here the value is J and here the value is J. Okay. So now C2 and here it is C3 and here it is C4. So now in this way we will count all the number of zeros and ones in both the string, and every time we have to increase the value of I plus 1 and j plus 1, and after that we will check if C1 So C1 will contain 0 and C3 will contain 0. So we will have to check if C1 equal to C3 and C2 equal to C4. So we will check that number of zeros in first string is equal to number of zeros in the second string, and if both are equal, then we have to return the true. And the same condition for 1. So we have to check the number of ones in the first string is equal to second string, and if both are equal, then we have to simply return true, else return false. So now let's run our loop and check whether our test case is running or not. So this will give me true, okay, because both the numbers are equal. So now let's change the example by 0, 0, 1, and you will see that is give me false, that gives me false. Okay, so hope you will like all these things, like from reading, from understanding the question, now discussing the two approach. So I will discuss all those things like time complexity, space complexity, and then I discussed the coding part. So I hope you will get all the gist of this question. So if you have any doubt in any question, do let me know in the comment section. So I am going to make more further videos on TCS advanced coding question that was asked in 2023. Thank you very much. We'll see you in next video. Till then, bye and take care.